It's been so nice outside lately, I figure why not come do this week's episode in the outdoor studio, Ski Rex Media Studio 2. Even though it's nice outside, we're going negative because I'm talking about ski rage here on the Ski Rex Media podcast. Everybody, I hope your week has been going well. I hope that your Wednesday, if you're watching this when it comes out, is going well as well. Today, I'm going to talk about ski rage. And why would I talk about that now? When nobody's skiing, or very few people are. Here's why I'm doing it. Number one, this past Saturday's live stream went from embarrassing stories to stories that piss us off. And I'm going to keep going with that, and that's going to be the topic for the next live stream this coming Saturday. But I was like, it would be a good way to prepare. One of the things we've been talking about during quarantine situations and lockdown situations and keeping the summertime stoke alive and all that good stuff, we've been talking about how to prepare for next season. So one of the best ways to prepare for next season is also to prepare for things we don't need to do, things we shouldn't do, things we don't want to do, and then sometimes end up doing. But we're going to talk about how to avoid that, I think, because we were talking about, being pissed off at the hill and what pisses us off. And I have a few stories to tell. I told one. I'm going to retell it on Saturday for those who missed the last one. But ski rage pisses people off when they see it or are a victim of it, and clearly those who are doing it are pissed off about something. That got me to thinking about it. I needed a topic for this recorded show. I think I've touched on it before, but why not touch on it again? You know what I mean? So let's define it first and foremost. The definition of ski rage. Ski rage is like road rage. You get cut off, you get pissed, you start throwing fingers, you start throwing F words, you start throwing A words, you start throwing this word and that word. And you just get angry, uncontrollably, almost psychotically angry. And some people can't not do it. Some people, that's all they can do. It's ridiculous. I've seen it, you guys know me. I lived in New Jersey for a while. And that's like the capital, at least I feel sometimes. So many cars, though. 9 million people in the state, and everyone has at least 2 cars, I think. And somehow they can drive them both at the same time. I don't know. But we've seen road rage and ski rage is the same thing. People get cut off. People get cut, people cut into the lift line. People get cut off on the hill. People get run into. Jerk-offs just talking shit. You know how it goes. And then people react. People react and fist fights break out. There was the guy in North Jersey at Mountain Creek who stabbed a kid with a ski pole. You remember that? He stabbed some 12-year-old. And he had a weird sentence. He had like a few days in jail, but he served like one every couple of months or something. I don't remember. Or maybe it was like one day a year. What was it? I'm not 100% sure I remember, but it was something. And we can look that up if we want to. But that is ski rage. When you get pissed off because something that happened to you or because something happened around you. Maybe you've been the victim of it. Maybe you've been the aggressor. I don't know. I've never personally gotten much into... All right. I can't say I haven't gotten much into it because I've thrown fingers and F words and followed kids down the hill because they crossed me. Quite literally. And again, that story is on the replay from last Saturday and will be told probably as the first story for next Saturday. So that's when we'll get into it. In any case, it's bad because someone can get hurt. Someone could go to jail. I mean, you could just get your pass pulled. Maybe the ski patrol and security throw you off the mountain. But you can go to jail, clearly. So what are we going to do to avoid it? And do we think it'll be a big deal next season? Now, I don't know if it's going to be a big deal next season. I see it going one of two ways, and here's why. Next season here, everywhere really, we could have, still social distancing skiing, meaning ski mountains are going to limit how many people ride the lift, how many tickets are sold. There might just not be as many people on the hill. The less people there are, typically, I would agree with, that you figure ski rage is going to be a lot less. But at the same time, I feel that it would almost, because everybody's tense. You know what I mean? everybody's tense during this whole thing. From not getting to go out on the mountain, from whether you agree or not about refunds from mega passes or single mountains or how you were treated or whatever it may be. There's going to be a lot of pent up anger and rage, and people are going to be raging even more because they can't, like, if we have to do social distancing and limitations and restricted access to the ski mountains, people are just going to be chomping at the bit to get up there. So when they get up there, they're just going to be stressed and tensed, and skiing is and snowboarding are wonderful ways to alleviate all of that. But at the same time, someone could very well be on that hill, be like, motherfucker, the first time I got up here, and it will take the littlest thing, the smallest littlest thing, and this person will be like, motherfucker, I was waiting for a year for this, and now I'm up here and you fucking ruined it. It could be a whole thing. It could be a whole thing. And it could maybe increase the numbers. And again, who the hell knows? But we do know it happens because we've seen it. And so will it be more? Will it be less? I don't know. Like I just said, it could be more. It could be less because there's less people. With less traffic, there could be road rage too. But then again, even when I've had to go out, I went to the doctor's office the other day, and luckily I didn't have to deal with it because traffic's been light around here. But on the days where it's ugly going through town, I've thrown a finger or two. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I try to be positive. You know me. I try to be the best Tim I can be, and it doesn't always work out that way. So, like I said, traffic is down, but there still could be road rage. Same with skier and snowboarder rage. And I think we need to avoid it. And here's how we can prepare. This is what I'm saying to you. We're going to prepare for next season. And we're going to say that we're not going to do it. We're not going to get pissed off. We're not going to get angry. We're just going to be happy that we're up there. Just be happy that you're up there. So here's what we're going to start doing. Here's what I'm going to start doing, because I try not to be an angry or negative person. I try to be very positive throughout my day. Try and keep everybody on the up. So let's all do this. We all know this season coming up is still going to be tense because of COVID-19 restrictions, if there are any, and everything that happened with this past season. Nobody's going to be able to put it behind them. It's just a fact. Some people will. I can't say everybody. You should never generalize about anything, and I shouldn't generalize about that. Some people will put it behind them. Not everybody will. Here's what we need to do. Me, what I like to do is when I go up 100% positive. I get to the top of the lift. I get to the top of the mountain. I look off. I'm looking at the view, even if it's obstructed by clouds and shitty weather. I'm looking out, and I take that deep breath. And I already feel 200 times better about being myself. You know what I mean? Like, skiing for me is therapeutic, and I know some of you can agree with that, or with that, I should say. You need to take that deep breath again. And again, I understand that it's hard. I do. Believe me, I have my stories where I've been a prick, raging out. And I'm not saying that maybe it's not deserved. I'll never say that. I can't lay judgment. I wasn't there for you. I was only there for me, and I think some of those kids deserved it. Well, kids and adults, depending on, what age I was, obviously. But you got to take that deep breath. If somebody cuts you off, pull it, just stop if you have to stop. Because if you keep going, you might chase them down and just brain them. And that's not a good thing. You don't want to do that. And you definitely don't want it to happen to you. So definitely take that deep breath. If someone cuts you in your line, just rat them. Rat them. They say nobody likes a rat. You should never rat people out. Screw that. Rat the sumbitch out. Absolutely. Sorry, excuse me. I have to adjust myself here. Ugh. But, rat them out. Better to have it taken care of in the best way possible. If you have dudes bombing through greens, man, rat them out to patrol. Patrol will go wait there for them, and they see them, they'll pull the pass. If they have to, security will take them off. I hope you didn't see that mosquito just flying through in front of the camera. How professional is that? Do it the right way. Try, take your deep breath. Remain calm, because I know you've been chomping at the bit. I know you've been wanting to get out there, and you will get out there. I know you will. I know we all will. Now, if you are the victim of it, you've taken your deep breath. You've pulled over to the side. You've, centered yourself and meditated for a few minutes while you're on the chair on the side of the trail. You've done all of this. But you are now the victim of it. don't react. Like, and again, every situation is different. If somebody jumps you, react. Absolutely react. You have to protect yourself. I'm not saying be a total pansy about it. What I'm saying, if someone gets in your face, even try to resist the urge to throw the finger at them and walk away while you're walking away. Just walk away. Or take a look at what they're saying. Think about what happened. If you are in the wrong, admit it. You don't necessarily have to admit it to the person, just admit it to yourself. Because if you do that, then it'll go away, obviously. They'll just walk away anyway. And typically people walk away anyway. Most people aren't starting fights. It happens. We've seen it, but it doesn't happen often. And so it's unlikely anybody's going to kick your ass anyway. But don't let them. Like I said, if you get jumped, talk your way out of a fight. But if you get jumped and you have to defend yourself, then you have to defend yourself. And if it's a busy day, or at least a day where there's more than one person around, someone will help you break it up. That's just going to happen. Don't upset the herd. That's common amongst us human beings. So take your deep breath, and then, like I said, think about it. Because there's been times people have thrown fingers at me and cussed at me and said, I'll kick your fucking ass. And I'm like, dude. And I think about it, I'm like, all right, you know what? Maybe I did cut you a little close. Maybe I wasn't loud enough when I said backside or on your left or right or, front side, whatever it may be while passing. Maybe I came cooking down a green when I shouldn't have been. I don't do it often. I respect the slow zones. I really do, because I don't want to hurt anybody and I don't want anybody to get hurt. And I don't want to rage on somebody either, and I don't want them to rage on me. So accept your own responsibility in these things too. Like, absolutely. Like, again, you hear me all the time. I accept my responsibility. If I'm at fault, I'm at fault. Like, I admit it. But that's all you can do. You see, there's ways to get out of it if you're the victim, and there's ways to stay away from victimizing someone else. You see, it's all about preparing a full preparation for next season. You say, we prepare our bodies, working out, getting in shape. We prepare ourselves mentally for it. We prepare ourselves emotionally for it. And this is part of that, because we also have to prepare our attitude. Because we know going into this next season, it's going to be weird. It's going to be straight up weird, because we don't know what's going to happen. We know things could be open. Things could be open soon. Colorado's thinking about opening stuff up. Oregon, I found out, is thinking about opening stuff up, or they're going to slowly. Whatever procedures, guidelines, whatever they are following, places are trying to open up. And get people back on the mountain. But like Mount Baldy had to do, they had to do it in a specific way, and it's just going to be weird. It's going to be weird for everybody involved. It's going to be weird for those of us who are going there. It's going to be weird for those who are working there. It's just going to be weird all around, and weird can bring tense, and then tense can bring anger, and anger can bring on the ski and snowboard rage. So prepare yourself, prepare your attitude, prepare for it mentally, prepare for it emotionally. Don't let it get to you, kids. You know me. I always speak positivity and getting bitten by mosquitoes. So we're going to make this a short one since I did it outside today. Just prepare. Like I said, ski rage, this wasn't about ski rage so much as it was preparing not to do it or try to handle it if you're victimized. Like I said, rat somebody out. Defend yourself if you have to, but try just to walk away. And on the other side, don't knock someone upside the head. Don't start throwing F words and start throwing fingers and stuff like that. And I know I'm guilty of it too, so I also have to do it. That's where I'm coming to you from, experience, okay? I'm going to have to also, prepare myself not to be a dick. But I am a pretty nice guy, I think. I like to think I'm a nice guy. So, anyway, thank you for watching once again in the outside studio. Like I said, I'm getting bitten up. And my camera battery's almost dead. I did not realize it was almost dead, and I just came out and did that. So let's keep this one a little bit shorter, closer to the 20-minute mark, since we've been going close to 40 minutes with the recorded one, and almost an hour and a half with the live broadcasts. But thank you for watching. If you want to throw in on this topic, you can go down in the description on all formats, whether audio or video, and use the email address, skirexforever@gmail.com, with using the number 4. All the social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you can use those to contact Ski Rex Media. And if you do like the show and you do want to support it, make sure you subscribe, hit those like buttons, share it with your friends, join the live stream on Saturdays on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. All the links are down below. And if you want to support in any other way, there is the Patreon site. You can support that way. Starts at $1, but there really is no paywall. But you can put in what you want. It starts as $1, but you can put in 2, 3, 5, 10, 1,000, whatever you want to do. Check it out, see what you think. And there's also the merch. This is old merch. This isn't available. This is the only one of these that is around. But if you look around on here, you'll see the link to the merch site, and you can get the new stuff with the new Ski Rex Media logo, stickers and T-shirts and coffee mugs. At Tech Rob at Twitter, he'll show you anything you want. You can check in with him if you want to. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it from this big rock here in the outside studio. And I know this one was a little short, but I think we can go short this week. What do you say? All right, kids. Thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you all during the week and on Twitter and everywhere else, because I'm usually on Twitter, it seems, these days. Instagram too, though. All right. Hashtag Ski the East, hashtag Ski the Planet, hashtag I love Vermont, hashtag I love you guys. Thank you very much. Later.